What if I told you that you can travel the world without breaking your bank account? Yes, it is absolutely possible. You can travel and stay in some really nice places without breaking your bank account. In this video, I'm going to give you 7 ways that you can actually do that. What up, Kingdom Builders? Welcome back to my channel. I am Ebony Yvonne, your favorite business coach in these internet streets. In today's video, we're not really talking about business. I'm going to share some affordable lodging travel tips for you. Over on my community tab, a little over maybe a month ago at this point, I shared a post about how I had packed up my home of the last 11 years and traded in my home for 2 suitcases to become a digital nomad. And you guys flooded me with questions like, how am I doing that? Isn't it expensive? And contrary to what you guys may think, even though I am currently a digital nomad and right now I am staying in Denver, I've been here for a couple weeks at this point. I'll be here for another couple weeks and then I'm heading to Dubai. And then from Dubai, I believe I am going to India, but I'm not 100% sure just yet. It's somewhere in Asia. But you guys are asking me, how am I doing this and how am I doing it without it being expensive? And this is why I wanted to make today's video and give you guys 7 ways that you can actually travel and book lodging on a budget, okay? So you can travel for cheap, if not free. So the first way that I'm going to tell you of how you can travel on a budget is actually going to help you to get lodging for free. And this is by leveraging work exchanges. So if you are someone who knows you want to be a digital nomad and you want to be able to travel full time or at least long term, then work exchanges are a great way to do that. Basically, you get to stay at a resort, a hotel, a work location for free in exchange for your service. So you will work on the property in some regard. You may be the person who is just like a hostess. You may be checking in guests. You may be doing housekeeping. You may be working in the kitchen. There's so many different opportunities, but every resort, every tourist place pretty much has to have staff, and one way that they're able to offset their costs is by having these workcations, right? So that is something that you can consider if you're thinking about doing a work exchange. Some places that you can check out is volunteer programs. You have like the Peace Corps, I forget the name of the other place. You have Woofing, which is basically like the worldwide organic farms program, where you get to stay on a farm and you stay for free, but you help out by offering labor on the farm, right? That could be milking cows, it may be harvesting vegetables, I don't know, but you can work through Woof. And then there's also Workaway, where you can find a lot of places where you can do work exchanges with popular tourist destinations. So definitely check out Workaway if that's something that you're interested in. So let's move on to number 2, and number 2 is actually how I am staying in Denver right now, and this is by house sitting. So typically whenever I travel on vacation, you guys will know I'll do like a room tour or a house tour when I'm in Airbnb or at resorts, and I did not do one here, and that is because I'm actually staying in someone's home. I am house sitting for them for 5 weeks while they are actually living their best life in Europe, traveling from France and Italy and Czech Republic. So they're able to enjoy their trip while knowing that, you know, their home isn't just vacant, no one's in here squatting, and their home is being taken care of, as well as their pets. So how I actually booked this house sit right here, I use a site called Trusted House Sitters, and basically it is like a exchange for people who are looking for people to sit for their house, and then also people who want to house sit for people who need sitters. So if you're interested in the day of a life of a house sitter, make sure that you turn on those notifications and you're subscribed, because one of the very next videos that I'm going to upload, I'm actually going to do a day in the life of a trusted house sitter video so you can see what it's like. So at this particular house sit, not only am I taking care of this beautiful home, but I am also taking care of their cutest little puppy, Chewy. So I just look after the dog, take him on walks and things. So with trusted house sitters, the majority of the houses that you see, people will have pets or plants, or maybe they need someone to take care of the lawn. But you may have some house sits where people are literally just going to be gone for 2 or 3 months, and they want someone in the house so that the pipes don't buzz or there's no one coming in trying to squat and things like that. So you literally are just looking after the house, but the possibilities are really endless. Again, make sure you're subscribed and so you can get the notifications when I do that day in the life of a house sitter video. Now, another way that you can actually travel and get lodging for free is by leveraging free campsites. So if you are someone who is all about the van life, the backpacker life, then you can actually just travel around and stay in your van, right? Or you can have an RV and then just stay at free campsites where you're able to park your RV or your car or your van, and you can stay there for days at a time or overnight or whatever it is. But you get to enjoy campsites absolutely free. Free 99. Free 99. Okay, so while we are talking about free, let's just go ahead and roll into another way that you can actually travel and stay for free. Now, I have not personally traveled this way, and the way my trust is set up, I'm just not ready for this level of actually traveling. But this is actually by couch surfing. And by couch surfing, I'm not talking about staying on your best friend's couch, but staying on strangers' couches around the world. So if you're not familiar, there is a website that is called 𝗗cie_surfing.com, and basically on this site, people literally open up their home. They open their doors for backpackers, travelers who just need a couch to sleep on. Now, the website is 𝗗cie_surfing.com, so in most cases you will be sleeping on someone's couch, maybe an air mattress, but in some cases people do have guest houses or guest rooms where you're able to sleep. But if you want to travel for free, I mean, hey, this is definitely an option for you. If you try this, let us know in the comments how it goes for you. My life isn't set up like this, but if you are trusting and you are about this life, definitely try it out and let us know. So, and I'm joking kind of a little bit. Most of the people on couchsurfers.com, they do have to go through background checks and get their identity verified. So it should be pretty safe and secure for you to do this. I know that a lot of other people who have done it. I have just not personally done it myself, okay? Now, let's get back to some other cheap options that you have when it comes to your lodging, and the next one is going to be by leveraging hostels. Especially if you want to travel around Europe and Asia, hostels are very popular, and in most cases you could probably get like a bed or a shared room in a hostel for 10, 15, 20 bucks a night, okay? And plus, you still get your shared amenities like maybe a community kitchen, coffee maker, and things like that. So if you want to be able to travel Europe, Asia, and keep your budget at a minimum, hostels are definitely going to be your best friend. Now, in addition to hostels, you also have another one of my favorite ways to actually travel. And when I go to Asia, this is probably what I'm going to be using, and that is going to be Airbnb. Now, I know for most people, when you think about Airbnb, you're probably thinking like you're paying, you know, hundreds of dollars of nights, and that can add up fairly quickly. But there are a lot of countries that you can travel to, and you can get an Airbnb for the entire month, and the entire month will be less than $500. Right now, when I leave Dubai, I know I'm going to Asia. I'm not sure in what order I'm going to certain countries, but when I go to, say, Thailand and to Bali, Indonesia, I am going to be able to book Airbnbs that are less than $500. I think even in Thailand, a lot of the ones that I was looking at were even like $300 and $400 for the entire month. You can't even go to Mexico for the weekend for that price, right? So definitely consider checking out Airbnb, especially if you're doing those long-term stays. What people don't really realize is on Airbnb, if you were staying for, say, an entire month or 3 months or something like that, most Airbnbs have like long-term stay discounts where you actually get like 40-50% off the nightly rate because you're staying for the entire month. So don't sleep on Airbnb. You can definitely find some affordable properties on there if you do a little bit of research, okay? There you have it. That is 7 different ways that you can actually travel the world and stay for really cheap, if not free. Now, let me know down in the comments if you have additional resources or tips for how you can travel and stay different places on a budget. Then drop your tips down below in this video. If you are ready to start traveling the world and you're going to take some of these budget stays, let us know which ones you try, or let me know which ones you are thinking about trying first. Let me know all the tea down in the comments below this video. Thanks so much for stopping by my internet home. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, especially if you want to see my day in the life of a trusted house sitter video. In the meantime, feel free to check out these 2 videos right here or this playlist if you are really about that life, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, y'all.